What's up? So, check out this new area. This is a kind of started it on video, but I haven't really done a lot more to it. I just added the waterfalls around. That's new. That I like that because the blue goes real well with the other colors. Yeah, I don't know. I just got like a bunch of different colors now, and it all works together nicely. You got the orange and brown that I had before, but now it works together well with the green and blue, and now everything feels really nice. Yeah, everything's going pretty well. Another thing that's going on, this is the only thing that's really been going on since the last video. I've been just pumping all this oil, turning it into fuel. Now it's a very simple system. I'm just going to go over it real quick, and it shouldn't be hard to understand. Just waterproof pipes, just pumping the fuel out right here. It's slowly draining, going into this refinery block. It's just one block. It turns the fuel, or it turns the oil into fuel when you give it MJ power, Buildcraft power. So all that I'm doing, I'm pumping the fuel out of this thing into the waterproof pipe, and the fuel splits two ways. It fills up this combustion engine, so it's powering itself, like it's powering itself with the fuel that it's producing, like. So that it's just running in a loop in that way, and then it's also all the extra fuel is going to this ender tank, which is up there. Let me show you my new tank fuel, big tank, 7x7x7. Holds like 5.5 million. Yeah. So, if you remember, we set up a quarry, but the one thing that's really slowing down my quarry is that I don't have fuel. Or I don't have a bunch of energy production, so now that's what this is going to be for. So I need to set that up. I think what I'm going to do is an energy tesseract. So I need to get those. I already started kind of making those, but I don't have the ender pearls. So I'm going to just use a minium stone probably. I've been trying to farm birchwood. I don't think birch trees work really well in this. Something's going on where it's not growing, maybe because the turtle's next to it. But some trees have different properties, and some trees won't grow well like this. I guess birch trees don't grow well. But the idea with changing to birch tree is I wanted to minium stone wood into obsidian and then into iron to make whatever, diamond, gold, ender pearls, you know. But I can just minium stone some gold, turn it into iron, turn that into ender pearls, instead of going through the long process of finding the end, which is really far from here because I'm 2,600 X coordinate. I don't know where the stronghold is, but normally I think they're within like 1,000 blocks of spawn. So I think that's how it works out. Normally there's three per world, and they're kind of like in a triangle pattern, evenly distributed about 600 to 1,000 meters from spawn. I think that's how it works. So let me see. I don't have any ender pearls. Let me look at the recipe for Tesseract. I know I started making I made the frames, made 2 frames, which is all I need for now. I'm just going to make energy tesseracts. The other things I can just use ender chests and ender tanks. I prefer that because they have inventory space. And you can use gates with them and stuff. So energy tesseract is the one I want, but it doesn't matter. This is what I'm going to need to make, and then I'll just turn it into an energy tesseract. But I have these done. I just need to get this resonant ender, basically liquid ender pearls. I need one bucket, so 1,000 millibuckets for 1 tesseract. Okay, so the recipe for that stuff. For 1 pearl, looks like I get 250 millibuckets. So I'm going to need 4 pearls for 1 tesseract. So I'm going to need 8 of these. You can see the recipe for this. I can go iron. So I'm going to need 32 iron ingots in order to make 8. All the stuff I need. So 32 iron is what I'll need. Let me see how much I have. Like none. So 1 piece of gold will give you 8 iron. So that's what I'm going to do. A lot easier than making iron out of obsidian. And I used to be like against using minium stone because it's like it seems so cheap, but really, I don't know. It's nice. It's like, oh, that's not what I want to do. Like, for me, when I don't have a lot of time to play, I might sometimes feel like sacrificing some gold in order to get iron instead of just going to quarry it, because I don't have that stuff set up yet. I gotta keep it interesting. I don't want to just spend time mining all the time, you know. But that's what we're actually setting up right now, so then I won't have to keep doing that. We're gonna set up the quarry, and then we'll have a bunch of energy running and a bunch of stuff coming in. Alright, so, oh, I put my stone back. That needs to turn that into ender pearls. So, I just got home from my morning class, and I got another class in an hour, so I'm kind of tired. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of getting better about that. Like, I used to, like, stop functioning, like, a lot when I was tired, when I would be tired, but now, I don't know, it feels like I'm kind of getting better at it. Like, oh, what just, I thought I just heard a chopping sound, tree chopping sound. But yeah, it feels like I'm kind of adapting to working well at being tired, and I think that's a good thing, because that used to be my weakness, and I'm kind of getting used to it. Is that how I produce that stuff? I don't think it is. It doesn't look right. Oh, okay, it is. Okay, so it needs 2000 MJ for one. So that's what's going on. Alright. So I'll just let that run. This stuff, I'm going to be pumping it into the... Ooh, I can't really... Okay, I was thinking, well, I'll just put it on top of this, and it'll stick it right into the machine, but then it doesn't have power, so I think I'm going to have to do buckets. Does that even work? Huh. Can I output with wooden waterproof pipes? Because I don't have energy conduit yet, so I can't do the other option. I gotta put these machines bordering the... If it doesn't work, I can... Let me see if this works. Oh, that doesn't connect. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do, since I don't have energy conduit to get the power from this to the machine if it was above this, I'm gonna have to set up a Stirling engine real quick for that. So this guy's gonna move above this. Oh, I can just move this thing. Yeah, that's easy. Need my wrench. After this thing gets enough power stored, then that should be almost enough. He wants to upgrade to the new Unleash pack. Okay, I think that's enough. I think I can take this and move it now. Just needs 2000 per pearl. Is that enough? Yes. Looks like I timed it perfectly. Alright. Then up here. And these go in here. Okay, this needs to set to output orange up. Is that... Nope. Okay, input blue down. There you go. Okay, now this just needs power. Is it not taking power? Huh. Why you no take power? That's weird. Alright, let me just set up the engine real quick. It's like that. Do I have any fuel? I'll take coal coke, please. Once I get this up, the quarry is ready to be ran. Oops, that opened my door. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, so this is done. That means I can move my redstone energy cell. I'm going to be using this now. And I won't be using this. So I can make sure this thing's off. Yeah, it looks like it's on right now. I don't think it's going to be working anyways, since there's nothing for it to power. But I'll just turn that thing off. I won't be using that. I'm going to be setting up, I need another combustion engine. Or I can just borrow the one I already have that's running the fuel production. Because I'm going to be burning fuel now to power the redstone energy cell. But I want 2 redstone energy cells with my tesseracts, and I'll show you why. I'm going to have 2 tesseracts, 1 input, 1 output, but I want these as buffers to control the input and output speed, so it's not just using all that it can take. That's also, I'm also going to want to use gates to shut off the engine when this thing doesn't need any more power. But I'm going to need gates then, so I won't have this 100% set up, but you can kind of see what I'm going to be going for. Let me see how much energy it takes. Oh, I think it was like 1500 or 1600. Okay, so I'll just leave that here. Now let me make another combustion engine. Or if it's too expensive, or if I can't make it right now, then I'll just borrow my other one. It's not expensive. Okay, so iron gear. Gonna need to make some more iron. I have a bunch of pistons already, so I don't need to do that. Oh, I got 7 necrotic bones for the heart canister things. I already have 3 on. I traded my wither skull to Diablo for his 7 bones, or he had like 20 bones. So there's no other use for bones other than these 10 heart canisters. So he had no problem trading those 7 because he wasn't gonna have any use for them. So that's how I got those. Now I just need the heart things, and I can produce the rest of the stuff I need. Alright, my gears, I got a couple left. So I can also grab a piston. Need 8 of this stuff. Okay. Just making the iron gears first. And I think I need 1 piece of glass and then iron, and that's it. So these just go like that, iron on the top, and 1 piece of glass in the middle. Oh, I'm gonna need another aqueous accumulator too. Alright, let me see how I'd go about that. Machine frame. Okay, I'll do this thing first. Redstone. What was it, 1? It was right in the middle? Yeah, and glass. Don't want this thing to explode. I've had many problems with these things exploding before. Alright, I'll do this thing, and then the rest is easy. So, gold in the middle. I do have more iron. Okay. Then 4 pieces of glass. Oops. Oops. Wrong button. A lot of you guys have been... Well, I've had a couple questions about why I'm recording like this, like so you can see the window and like this bar down here. Well, if I was to actually record with this program, this program I'm using helps me record in 1080p and have small file sizes. But with this version of Feed the Beast, and I didn't have this problem before until Unleashed, but if I was to select this window as the target to record, it doesn't show the minimap, it's just black. I had that problem in the first few videos that I posted. If you remember my early Unleashed videos, that's what was going on. So this is my fix to that problem. So now my minimap works at the cost of seeing this stuff at the bottom and top. But I mean, you kind of don't really notice. It's not a huge deal. So bucket and glass. Yeah, so the live stream worked out well. The only thing is that you can't watch it in 1080p until afterwards. I don't know why, because I am outputting the 1080p, because obviously after the video processes it's 1080p, but during the stream you're limited to 360p, so that's kind of lame. Alright, what the? Where's my, oh! Haha! I've had that problem before. Because he's automatically output to red. Very funny. Alright, oh. Oh yeah, I got this new pickaxe. My first diamond pickaxe. Okay. So, let's see. I need a couple buckets for water. To set up this aqueous accumulator, I'm gonna need... might need a couple redstone engines to pump the... you know, the pipes. Need a couple pipes and stone pipes. I need my other energy cell, which is up there by my fuel tank. I think that's mostly it. I'm gonna need gates, but I won't mess with that yet. Alright, and this portal will link me to my quarry. So I can... oh, here's my other energy cell. Oh, I already have my... there you go. Okay, so let's start up the machine system over here first, by the tank. Okay, so we're just going to be pumping straight out of here. I think we need a redstone engine. I'm going to probably need more levers. But I can just make a couple levers. Okay, so we're going to be pumping like that. That works, right? Yep. Okay, now that's going to go straight into this engine. Or maybe I want to give it some more space. Aqueous accumulator I'm going to need also. I think I can stick that... okay, I can stick that right here. Because the combustion engine needs to get input from the fuel and the water. So, that's how you do the aqueous accumulator for the maximum production like that. And I think it'll automatically just stick into this pipe. And then my combustion engine will be here, but facing a redstone energy cell. I'll do the empty one. Okay, so then I turn this thing around. See, these are set to take max input. That doesn't matter, just take however much you can. Max output, I want it to get, this is how fast I want it to be transferring power to the quarry. So this receiving one, the max output, I can just go ahead and say, this is just actually giving to the input to the Tesseract. And Tesseracts are going to have like a 75% efficiency, so they're going to lose like 25% of the power you give them. But this one, I'll just say, Tesseract, take however much you need. Let me make sure, I need to change this thing into an electric or energy Tesseract. You'll see what I mean about the buffers with redstone energy cells. Alright, energy Tesseract. So I need electrum, silver, lead. I have all this stuff. Electrum, silver, lead, conductance coil. I think I have all that stuff already. Electrum. There's lead, silver. Oops. Reception coil. Alright, so how do I make the conductance coil? Oh, okay. That's easy. So just take a piece of electrum in between the two redstone. Okay, and then that goes like that. Oh, I'm gonna need two of these though. Okay. Barely got enough electrum. Two pieces of lead. Two more pieces of silver. Two more pieces of redstone. And here's another coil. Now these just go like that, and lead on the bottom. That. There you go. Perfect. Did it stack? Nope. Okay. I think that used to stack. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so let me put this down. Now this should be... Well, I need to give this thing power. I need another lever. I could just... There. Lever. Okay, now this should work. Is this full of both? Okay. Oh, I don't need this here then. Okay, so now this is going to be filling up. Now this is going to be receiving the power. So I need to make a channel. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. I'll just call this the main. But I need it to be private. Okay, main. I'll just have it number 1, I think. There you go. Is that okay? So now this is going to be, if I set up the output one matching this frequency, it'll be working. So this energy cell is capable of outputting 100 MJ per tick. This thing will only take how much it needs. So now let me show you how to set up the other end, and this is where the buffer idea really matters. Otherwise the Quarry is going to be taking as much energy as you give it, up to like 100 MJ per tick, and it's not going to really be benefiting once you go over like around 10 MJ per tick, so that's just wasting a bunch of energy. I normally run them at 7 MJ per tick. I think that's about the best. Alright, so I know this chunk is loaded here, but that's the boundary right there. That's not loaded, I think. So I'll just go ahead and build it right here. This energy tesseract, let me set it up to my main. There you go. Now, here we go. Now this is what this buffer I'm talking about is. If I just put the Tesseract right next to the Quarry is going to be sucking this 100 MJ per tick, or since it's energy loss, it's going to be getting 75 MJ per tick. But with this thing here, this thing's going to fill up, and then, wait, is it? It's draining. Maybe that isn't loaded at my base. Oh, I think that's what's going on. That would explain why my fuel is taking forever to finish and it doesn't make any progress. Okay, let me go fix my chunk loader. Let me show the lasers and see if it's missing this tank up here. I think it's like cutting one layer off the tank. Where's the laser? Oh. Wait, what? Huh. So it should be good. So why is it not? Alright, so this thing is emptying all the power it's getting into this Tesseract. And then it should be filling up the other one faster than it's... Oh, you know what? It's only producing 6 MJ per tick, so that makes sense. So this is actually fine. If I was producing more than 6 MJ per tick, then that's what this thing would be for. This thing would fill up, and then what would happen is, instead of all this energy being fed into the Quarry faster than it can make good use of it, it would all the energy would be disappearing. But with this would fill up, and then that would cause the redstone energy cell at my base to fill up, and then I can use a gate to shut off the engine when this thing fills up, so energy isn't being wasted. But since I'm only producing 6 MJ per tick, and when you send that through the Tesseract, it's going to be 75% loss. I mean 25% loss. This thing, I probably don't want to run it at 7 MJ per tick, or I can just leave it at that, and then it'll just kind of it'll eventually empty out, but then it'll just run a little bit slower, but it'll still be running because it'll be producing it. It's still pretty fast right now. So that's set up. I think that's all I'm going to be doing today. Let me before I cut the video though, I'm gonna go back to my base and show you. Whoa. Show you my plans, just kind of briefly talk about it. Now I want to make like a house. Like, I don't want to have all my stuff, like all the building I've done so far has been like in that, and you can't really like see your progress. Like, it's all in the mountain, and you can't really just stand back and look at it and be like proud of it because it's all in the mountain. You can't see it. So like, I want to have everything like exposed, like a giant mansion above ground, different rooms in this flat area. So I want to build like a house, a good looking house, which I'm normally not very good at. But I want to make a house that looks good, like the good materials, good shape, or it doesn't look like a box, which is going to be kind of hard to do for me. But that's what I want to try to do. Somewhere like in the center, I want to make like a big mansion, and then I'll expand. If I fill up the whole area, maybe I'll have like rooms in the mountains and stuff like that. So that's my plans. I'm going to be thinking about that. Maybe you guys have some ideas. Also, something to think about. I have all these different types of planks, and I might be using some of these, but I don't know which. So I got all these different colors. I'm sure I just need to choose which one would look the cool. I mean, some of these would look good if you match them with other ones. For example, maybe you want white floors, and maybe then the walls would look really cool as this or this, you know? So there's a lot of options. Maybe you want to mix 3 colors. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. And this isn't even all the types. Alright, so I will see you guys next time. I'm going to be thinking about how I want to build my house, and that's going to be probably next time I'll start that. I got the fuel energy done. I want to build my house now. Got my energy tesseracts done. So all the important stuff. Alright, so next up I'm going to be working on my house. I need to fix this wall. I'll do that right now. Alright, but see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.